Around an A4 page we do a neat 10mm border, and to do this we go and measure from the edge of the page 10mm in, make a mark, and then we go up closer to the top of the page, we measure another 10mm in and make a mark, and in that way we don't actually even need a drawing board to be able to draw that line, because all we do is we simply go and line up those two marks and join them, which should give you a nice straight line, and you draw that in construction nice and light at the start. Then you go and do the same thing at the bottom of your page. You go and measure 10mm up, make a mark, go to the other end of the page, measure 10mm up, make a mark, and again go and join those two, and again you go and join them with a nice light line all the way across. Then on this side of your page, go and do the same thing again, go and measure 10mm, make a mark, another 10mm, make a mark up there as well, and then again take the two marks and join them with a construction line, and then of course the last two right at the top of your page, you go and measure 10mm there, 10mm there, and then again go and join those with a nice light line. Once you've done all of those in construction, then you can go and draw dark lines in. I'm going to use a pen so you can clearly see my lines, but once you've got those, then you go and draw your dark lines. So I'm going to start by drawing in the side line over here, nice and dark. Okay, we're going to start from that corner. Draw a nice dark line there, and then we're going to do the same with this baseline. Okay, do the same thing with the top line. And then of course the side line over here as well. Now if you've done your first lines that you used to measure this out nice and lightly, then you can leave them there. Okay, so on a corner like that, if you can see a little construction line there, that's perfectly fine. Okay, they just mustn't be as dark as your dark lines, so they mustn't be as dark as my pen lines that I've got there. Okay, so then you've got a nice neat border all the way around your page. And once you're done with your border, then you go and add in your name block, and we use a very simple little name block. Okay, to get that, you have to make sure that you've got a straight edge at the bottom of your board, and you put your set square onto that straight edge. Okay, make sure that your set square is firmly on that edge the entire time, and then you go to the bottom corner of your page, and you go and measure at the bottom corner of your page. You go and measure 3mm up, make a mark, then 4mm up and make a mark, and then another 3mm up. Okay, so 3mm up first, make a mark, then another 4mm up, and then 3. So it's 3, 4, 3 for the gaps that you have there. And then if you don't have a board, then you go and do the same thing on this side, and you measure 3, 4 and 3 again, so that you can join those up without having a board. I do have one, so I don't have to do that. So I'm going to go and draw a line joining my first 3mm line, and that line must be a construction line, a light line going across. Okay, nice light line. And then your second one, also a light line going right across your page. Okay, so 2 light lines. and then the top one is a dark line. Okay, so that's the start of your name block. Then on the left hand side you're going to write in your name. Now normally we use a standard measurement of 70 millimeters from the side there to be drawing a line to separate for our names. But if you've got a big name, a long name, then you of course can change that. And if you've got a short name, you can change it as well, so you don't use up too much space. And I'm going to add my name in here. I'm just going to write in Mr. Sparrow using our capital letters. Remember that when we do our capital letters for all of our writing, we have to make sure that they touch the top and the bottom of our construction lines. Okay, they've got to touch the top and the bottom of the construction lines. They mustn't go over and they mustn't go under. And then I'm going to go and add in my line here. Okay, to go and show that that's my name over there. I'm not going to measure it because it fits in perfectly with where my name ends. And then on the right hand side over here, we're going to go and add in your class. Okay, so you can add in your class and any other information that your teacher would normally ask you to put in. Okay, so make a space for your class over here, normally 10 millimeters away from the side. Okay, so let's say that you are part of 3U, and you write that in there. And then normally what we do is we normally include the date when this drawing was done. Normally about 30 millimeters is good for adding in the date, so I'm going to do a 30 millimeter line there, and the date today is the 20th of April. Okay, I've left out my 4 there. Okay, so just make sure that you put the 4 in over there, and then of course that'll be 2020. I can't rub it out because I've done it in pen. Okay, your date goes in over there, and then in the middle over here is the title of your drawing. So let's say that you're doing an isometric drawing, then you would write in over here the title of the drawing that you are doing. And remember, every letter is a capital. Every single one has to touch the top and the bottom of the construction lines that you've got. And there's a basic name block. Nice neat name block with a neat border. Remember that you have to have a distance of 3 millimeters, then 4, and then 3 millimeters there. These two inside lines have to be light lines. And you've got a dark line at the top and of course a dark line around for your 10 millimeter border.